We're here. Animated intros. Those are cool.
I made that in like 10 seconds, like this morning. I was like, ooh, I want to make a little video with music. And I threw it together in Canva. So we should do one for the Friday Bean. What do you guys think?
We should.
Think Mark should write us a Friday Bean song?
Oh, Lord.
It's going to go, we are the Friday Beans, and we like to scream, and we're so mean because we're the Friday Beans.
She's way more entertained with herself than I think I am. Photograph. The bird said, please say Mark is going to be dressed as a Santa. I'm not. It is so hot in this basement.
I'm like, these studio lights are really warm.
I was going to have to wait on it. We had to left the front door open so the dogs would alert us to when our new bidet got here.
Our new bidet.
Mm-hmm.
As if you guys needed to know that.
Black Friday buns. Keep your buns clean for Black Friday.
All right. Anyway.
What was in Starla's coffee this morning? Nothing. She's still awake.
Was that
That was an awful joke.
That was an awful joke, but you're my husband, so I guess it's
yeah.
okay.
I mean, we've been married for 11 years.
I guess I'll give you
put her to sleep just to get some peace.
I'll give you a pass on that one because I assume you're just putting me to sleep so you can play your new video game. Guys,
Battlefield 2042 came out today.
Welcome to the Black Friday Lifeline. This year is going to be so much better than last year. I rewatched last year's Black Friday Lifeline, and we didn't know when we recorded it that we had COVID.
Yeah, but we can tell looking back.
We
can really tell.
He was a turd during last year's, and I rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god. He literally the day after we recorded it, he started like getting deathly sick. So whoopsie.
It's pretty bad.
Today we're going to be talking about Black Friday prep. I've got a couple things that I'm going to cover. I'm going to show you how to create some marketing examples. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to have some fun. There are freebies down below, though, that you're going to want to grab. If you haven't already signed up for the Black Friday Toolbox, you need to get those. Those are going to have...
Excuse me.
Graphics packs, those that we're actually going to use today in our examples. They have a full Black Friday checklist of pretty much everything that I talk about today, but it's going to tell you dates that you should complete everything. SSAR swipe files. I know that most of you already use them, but if you haven't started, right now is a great time because you really want to start accumulating positive reviews over the holiday season. Not only do these help to inform your customers every step of the way, they help you to get more positive reviews. And positive reviews are one of the main things that are going to help your overall search ranking because that is what Etsy uses to create your overall listing quality scores. Anytime that you're like on Etsy and you shop for something and then you find something on a first page and their SEO is awful, it's because they have high listing quality scores because they've likely been selling that listing for a very long time. Yeah. And because
it's usually either that they've been around a long time, like some of the Etsy sellers that have been around like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
or they've been curated in, like somebody in Etsy, they've been put in like an Etsy list and they had 1 or 2 listings go viral and sell a couple thousand of them. Like,
Or they have a big social media following.
that's true too.
Yeah.
A lot of people start off Etsy and come on to it.
Yeah. So sales, reviews, those things help to build your listing quality score, which will help your listing rank higher. It's not just SEO alone. Your keywords are going to help you, obviously, but you also want to make sure that you are getting good reviews, because that's physical proof, right? That's evidence to Etsy. And they're saying, oh, wow, this is selling. And people
Evidence to their algorithm.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I did want to give a quick disclaimer if anybody's wondering what's in the background. That's not a haunted house.
That is a vocal booth. The band is recording at the moment. So
I'm like, ooh, they're going to think that we have like a weird kinky dungeon or something. Yeah,
I'm lazy and it takes like 45 minutes to put that up. So I'm not taking it down.
It's nothing weird. I mean, it is weird.
It is weird.
It's nothing freaky weird. It's just kind of weird.
This is the part where we hear Mark talk now and scare everyone who has a speaker volume high. What? Is my voice like dramatically louder than hers? It shouldn't be. The mic's way over there.
Is it?
Or is it because I'm quieter and she gets loud?
Is it making
She's
you
loud.
uncomfortable? Should we do an ASMR? Oh.
They probably didn't hear that. I got the thing on.
Get some long fingernails. All right, second bit that I wanted to bring up. I'm sure you guys know this already because I talk about it every week, but for those who are new here, Handmade Alpha Academy opens on December 1st. That is my step-by-step course that will teach you exactly how to get your Etsy shop set up, marketed, branded, SEO optimized. I'm going to teach you how to make a marketing funnel. I'm going to teach you how to build an email list. It's not just an Etsy crash course like you see a lot of coaches promote. This is an entire lifestyle change that will last throughout the entire lifetime of your business. Not to mention, we see a lot of alphas who can apply it to other things. Now, I don't recommend you enroll in Handmade Alpha Academy if you only sell like on Shopify. If you're not an Etsy seller, most of the course is catered to Etsy.
Yes.
However, if you have an Etsy shop, but you also have like a website or things like that, they tend to pair well together. You're gonna learn.
I mean, if you got cash in your pocket looking to burn, I mean, you'll still learn stuff in there. There's stuff with photo editing, email lists, social media. Like, there's still a lot in there that'll apply to you. It would just be kind of up to you to cater it to whatever platform you're using.
Exactly.
But I'm possibly looking to convert some of that stuff over to other platforms in the future.
Yeah, maybe doing some like HAA, but for other platforms. That way, if you don't sell on Etsy and you never plan to, you only sell on your website, then maybe we'll do a version of HAA for you.
If we do that, it probably won't be a full thing specifically for that platform. It'll likely just be like taking specific modules that only apply to Etsy and trying to convert those over. But we don't sell on other platforms.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Shall see. That'll be like end of next year at the earliest.
But Handmade Alpha Academy will be opening on December 1st. Doors will close on December 10th. It's a 10-day enrollment window because we like to keep those tight so that we can actually work with new students who are coming into the course. If you're interested in joining, there is a waiting list down below. Signing up for it does not obligate you to buy. However, it does ensure that you get the big fat $1,000 discount that we offer to community members right when doors open. And doors are going to open at 8 a.m. this year, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So keep an eye out for that. If you have questions about it, we can answer those at the end.
8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. UK.
Sure.
Yes. 1 p.m. UK.
What he said.
Something like that.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to keep topics a little bit tighter today. We will be answering your Black Friday questions. I'm going to be showing off some examples. We're going to have a lot of fun. So first things first, for Black Friday, if you plan to promote for Black Friday, which you should, because for one, there's more traffic on Etsy on Black Friday than any other day of the year. Any other day. It is the most visited day on Etsy. So you want to, even if you're not planning to host a sale, you want to at least get your shop ready, right? Second reason is that we have over 50% more buyers on Etsy this year than we did last year. That's insane, guys. That's absolutely nuts. So you want to try to optimize for this very, very crazy holiday season. And the way that you want to start doing that is, first of all, start marketing now. Don't market your sale necessarily, but start marketing on social media to try to bring in new people, especially if you don't have a big social media following. Now, the number one way that I recommend to do that as of recently is Instagram Reels. The reason that Reels are so much more effective than posting on Facebook or just posting in your Instagram feed is that an Instagram reel is just thrown out into the nether. It goes out to everybody. You don't have to be following someone to see their reel. It's like advertising that just gets cast out to sea to people who are interested in your product. You can do the same thing on TikTok. You can take your TikToks and put them in Instagram Reels. You can take your Instagram Reels and put them on TikTok. It's a really great way to put new content out there and encourage people to follow you who may have never followed you before. So today we'll actually show you some examples of that. But I also have a full video from a while ago, early fall, where I showed you how to build an Instagram reel as well. We'll probably speed through the one today, but if you want a longer example, you can go back and watch that. So Instagram Reels is my #1 recommendation, but you can always post on Facebook, in your Instagram feed. I would post everywhere if I were you, honestly. Now, we'll show you examples of those, but I also want to recommend that when you do these, I've got graphics packs from the Black Friday toolbox that you can use for these. Now, if you don't want to pay for Canva Pro, which I have it, I love it. It's one of my favorite business tools. It's kind of pricey, but to me, it's worth it because I use it for everything. If you don't want to pay for Canva Pro though, and you need those nice premium images that have the backgrounds already cut out, then I actually offer those for free in the Black Friday toolbox.
Yes.
That stuff's only going to be available. When's Black Friday?
Not this Friday, but the following. No.
20,
two Fridays from now.
26th.
Yeah, 26th of November. So not today, not next week, but the following week.
Yeah. So I'm only going to be offering those through Cyber Weekend, and then the Black Friday toolbox gets put away, and only HAA students will be able to use it. So
access it.
Yeah. So make sure that you get those things now. And then assuming that you start your marketing now, you want to start what we call in Handmade Alpha Academy hypermarketing. Hypermarketing is how you get people to start paying attention when you have something coming, whether that be a new collection launch, a new product, a sale. You want to start hypermarketing that in advance so they know to pay attention. I recommend starting this on Monday the 22nd. Start doing this as early as possible. That way, or well, not as early as possible. You don't want to do it too early because then people are like, oh yeah, Black Friday sale in 2 weeks. Woo. You know, they're not going to remember. But if it's the week of, they might start paying a little bit more attention, especially if it's someone who follows you because it's something that they want. Mark and I are big on that. What are some good viral brands that have had some good marketing this season?
Oh, God.
Your Dr. Squatch, they do pretty good.
Yeah, they do pretty good marketing. I don't know if they've done any... I honestly don't know if they've done any holiday marketing. My feed hasn't really had a lot of their stuff in it lately.
Really?
I love my Thigh Huggers brand. They've
Huggers.
Always got like the most like kind of rednecky dudes with
in booty shorts.
with the freaking what are they called? Stupid haircut.
Mullets.
Yeah, the mullet that everybody's going for right
America.
now. Not just the regular mullet, but the kind with like the curled bottom in the back. They'll have that, and they'll have him like chugging a beer, but then it'll zoom out, and he's just got like a big thick butt and booty shorts. And it's like, what is going on here? Sorry, somebody said something. I'm looking. If you can keep doing your thing.
Okay. So assuming that you create all your marketing, which once again, I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. You want to also schedule that marketing ahead of time. Cool thing about Facebook is that you can schedule out your posts and not have to touch them. That is so nice. I will say to make sure that you check the dates and you get them right. I had a post announcing Handmade Alpha Academy was open that posted 2 days ago because I messed up and put it for November instead of December. So yeah, you want to make sure that you check your dates, but get things scheduled ahead of time, because the last thing you want to do on like Thanksgiving, if you're in the US, last thing you want to do on Thanksgiving Day is stress about your Black Friday sale when you're trying to like enjoy family time. Schedule this stuff ahead.
Tina said, Loom does pretty great advertising.
I
And they
love
do a
Loom.
lot. They do a
I
lot.
love Loom.
Their stuff is educational too, which is dope. I really like that because not a lot of people take the time to educate themselves, and then they do stuff that's like self-harming in order to fix why they smell.
Yeah, it's educational.
It's education. Oh my god.
Yeah, because it's very edgy. It's deodorant for crotches and things. But
Well, they do full body.
Yeah.
It's actually not for crotches. It's for your butt.
oh, it's for your butt. Okay,
Yes.
you
I
guys.
mean, it's technically. Look it up. LUME.
They have great marketing,
They
though.
have great marketing, and their
Same with,
products tend to be pretty safe.
Any marketing by the Harmon brothers. They're the ones who do the Squatty Potty and Poopery, if you've seen any of those, and Purple Mattress are all Harmon brothers ads. Harmon brothers also have a marketing book called From Poop to Gold, and it's about creating funny marketing ads that actually grab attention. I haven't bought that book yet, but I love their ads, so I would really like to read that someday.
She also she also said Joe Dirt style. Yeah, I don't. Can somebody like fill me in onto what made that stupid haircut come back into style, please? Could somebody like let
80s and 90s are coming back?
Was it like a no? That can't be it because it's so dumb. It's got to be a celebrity. What celebrity was it that started rocking that stupid haircut that people are emulating now? Because it's all like college kids between 18 and 22 at the gym that I see having it. Like they'll have their hat on like mine, but then they'll have that stupid little curl sticking out the bottom of the neck. Anyway.
All right. Next one is use scarcity, guys. We are hardwired to react to things that are counting down. We don't want to miss it. We don't want to miss out on the thing. So leading up to your sale, you could even do a countdown leading up, like 5 more days until the sale, 4 more days until the sale. You could put the big numbers on your posts. And then when your sale starts, do it by hour. Oh, only 24 hours only. Oh, we're down to the last 10 hours of the sale, and these items have already sold out. Down to the last 5 hours. Items are selling out. If you want something, you better hurry up and get it. So scarcity is a really great tactic. If you have an email list, I highly recommend using the website, sendtrick.com. Can you type this in? It is sendtric.com. You can customize it with your color hex codes. And when you're in MailChimp, if you're using MailChimp, you can just grab one of the custom code blocks, drag it into your email template, and then add in the HTML code into your emails. You can also embed these on websites. If you have your own website, it will embed in as long as you, I would also make sure that you center it if you know how to, the short code for center. Yeah, so email countdown timers, though, are great. And you guys see them every week. If you're on my email list and you see that countdown timer that says the Friday bean will begin in however many minutes, that's a free feature that I use for pretty much everything. And I'm going to be using it for Handmade Alpha Academy, too. And you'll also notice when Handmade Alpha Academy is open, I change the countdown timer from my branding color. I do the white background and the red numbers. And then as it gets closer to time, I change the countdown timer to a red background with white numbers because red is a trigger color. That is something that we actually teach in HAA about color psychology. Red is an action color. It's a trigger color. That's why we often see big red sale stickers. It is an actionable color. And the cool thing about the holiday season is that red is already kind of a festive color. So if you can incorporate it into your branding without kind of, going against your branding colors, might be a color to consider incorporating in. What are you trying to do?
Trying to log into your YouTube. That way it stops commenting as my YouTube channel. It's driving me nuts. I can't. You got so many friggin' passwords.
Don't worry about it right now.
I'm a grandpa.
You're just distracting me. So scarcity. Next thing, guys, plan your sale for Thanksgiving night. I say this every year. And I know that it's technically Thursday night. Thursday night is when Black Friday starts. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but
it started like 3 weeks ago. Everybody's
And I've had
That's the whole reason I bought that bidet that came in today, is because it was on Black Friday sale.
Yeah, and I've had people ask me, they're like, should I start like a week early, a month early? No, you don't.
No, you're not a major brand. Don't do that.
You don't need to do that. I start on Thanksgiving night, and my reason for that is that, for one, Black Friday is when most people are going to get that email in their inbox from whatever companies that they're following. I like to get my email in their inbox before the main big rush hits, right? Thanksgiving night, if you do it right around dinner time, people are eating. And what are they doing after they eat? They're sitting on their phones. They're at grandma's house scrolling through their phone. Their grandpa's passed out asleep.
That's me. Well, now Amber will be here this year.
Yeah.
For that.
But grandpa's passed out asleep. You're eating your pie and you're sitting there and you're scrolling through your phone. That's when I want my email to pop up in their inbox. So dinner time is a really great time to optimize for your sale. It allows you a little bit like of a longer sale rather than, just saying, oh, my Black Friday sale lasts on Friday. You get like half of a day on Thursday. So it gives you a little bit more stretch as well.
She said, what time? Charlie said, what time is dinner time in the U.S.? It depends on who you're talking to. If it's like our house, it's like a normal 5, 6 p.m. If it's like grandma's house, it's like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It depends on how old your grandparents are.
I always optimize for 5 p.m. Eastern time. So that would be 10 p.m. UK, I think. You can do it earlier, though. Totally up to you.
Did you mean the Jedi braid? No, the Jedi braid is handsome, and that goes up here, not in the back. That's a rat tail.
No, it's not handsome. It's gross. Anyway, so plan for Thanksgiving night, and to go along with that, talk to your family ahead of time. If you're going to a family member's house, let them know that you might have to step away. If you've got like a tablet that you could bring, or a laptop, or if you can work from your phone, just in case a customer messages you and says, hey, I have a question about this thing that I want to buy. Because here's the thing, if somebody is shopping and they find something on Thursday or Friday that they want to buy, they're not going to wait a long time for you to message them back. They're just going to move on to the next shop and buy something else. So you want to try to respond really fast on Thursday and Friday if possible. Yeah. When we had Art by Starla Moore open, I would take my computer to his grandma's for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And they all just knew. They knew that I would need to pop over to my computer
And they were cool with it.
Yeah. So talk to your family ahead of time. They're probably going to be understanding.
If you got one of those anti-tech kind of families, because there's a lot of those in the U.S. that are like, oh, no phones, no cell phones at dinner. That just ignore them. Go in a different room. Do what you gotta. Your business takes higher priority than a holiday that happens every year.
Oh yeah. If you're like, this is my job, I have the luxury of not having to go into work today. Like some people do. I have the luxury of being able to enjoy all of my holidays, but the small little sacrifice that I have for that is that occasionally I need to step away and reply to a quick message. You don't have to. I mean, if you really don't want to, you don't have to step away. I'm just saying that you don't want that person to move on and buy from a competitor. So it might be a good idea. If you just want to walk away on Thanksgiving altogether and not deal with it, nothing's saying that you have to. I'm just saying that it might be a good idea if you're holding like a big sale and you're really relying on that money.
Just go to the bathroom a lot and use your phone. They'll never know. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So here's another little tip that we've learned through many failures. Count your stock next week.
Oh my God. Count your stock. Count your stock this week.
Count your stock. Even if you think double check. Count everything in your shop that is currently for sale. Make sure that you have as many as you think that you have.
Yeah, when was that? Like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when I went through and saw that there were like a couple items that you had like 9 listed and we had like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, how many of these are wrong? And then we started going through the shop and it turns out it was like all of them.
Yeah.
It had been a bit busy season, so
yeah,
just kind of fluffing numbers.
Maybe you have a family member stops by and they're like, oh, do you have any of your things, your bits and bobbits? And you're like, yeah, I've got some bits and bobbits here. You can have this one. Take this one. And you just don't think about it. You don't think to deactivate one of your listings.
Check your inventory.
Yeah. So make sure that you do that ahead of time. Um, another one that you can do this week or, next week, nail out the small tasks.
Oh my God, nail all of them out. Not some of them, just do them all.
Yeah, like the little things, like, for example, cutting your if you've got like bubble wrap
or wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Boxes that need to be built.
Yeah, make sure that you're getting that done ahead of time. If you need to, wrap cellophane around your soap or whatever it might be, gift boxing a bunch of necklaces, try to do that ahead of time, because these are little tasks that don't take a lot of time when you're not busy, but when you are busy, they can triple the amount of time that it takes to pack orders. And
especially if you're the person that's going to be like doing Thanksgiving the day before.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You don't want to be all burnt out and then having to magically start doing stuff. And then if you do end up having an influx of orders, be busy all the way from like the day before Thanksgiving all the way through like a week later. That sucks. Get what you can done ahead of time. Hour a day.
And recruit the kids.
Yes, recruit the kids.
Yeah, tell the kids, like, hey, you want to make $5?
No more stuffing until you do this.
Yeah, you can offer them a little bit of Christmas shopping money to help you. Say, hey, you want to go Christmas shopping for your dad? Here, I'll give you $20 if you put business cards in all these envelopes. It's fun for them too, especially if they think that they're working.
Jean said yes, and replenish. Because of HAA, there are some things I can barely keep stocked. I love testimonies like that.
We love you.
We love you.
We have so many HAA students who are like, yeah, I'm so sorry I haven't finished the course, but it's because I finished half of it. And now I'm too busy.
Come back to it when you're ready.
HAA may result in...
We need to figure out what module it is that everybody's catching that's making them a bunch of sales and then move it to the end.
They don't want to do that,
So
though.
they have to finish it.
Then they're able to pay off their course faster, and that's nice. I like that. So next one is... throw in an extra. This is part of that under promise and over deliver. Now, if you want to do a free gift, you can, but if you got 200 orders, could you realistically throw in 200 free gifts? Probably not. Another little rule of thumb for throwing in an extra is to not mention it in your listing. Do it without them knowing, and then when they receive their package, it's just in there. Under promise, over deliver. It's a fun surprise. I used to do little cellophane wrapped, like, the tiny candy canes. Last year around COVID, I didn't do candy, but things, if it's pre-wrapped, it's different. Just make sure that you're looking up countries that, maybe you can't have candy shipped to. I know that last year we had a couple people mention that their countries don't like candy in and out. So just take note, and you don't have to include them in there. And if you are shipping candy overseas, you can note it on your customs form. You can put that there's like a little piece of candy in there. But if you don't want to do candy, you could do a handwritten, just a small thank you note. That's one of the things that you could work on this week. Just get little pieces of paper and write, thanks so much for your order. You could do, I've gotten tea bags. I always thought that was really cool. Like little packaged holiday teas. That's so nice. It's different, you're not expecting it. A little tea.
A little bit of tea, a little cup of tea.
Yeah, a little tea. One year we did, buckskin polishing cloths, which are really great for like jewelry. If you could do little polishing cloths, you can buy them in bulk from eBay and dhgate.com. You're running a little short on time to be able to do that, but you might be able to find them on Amazon in bulk.
For buckskin cloths. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like the little...
You might be able to get those at glass repair stores, like actual
they'll be
glasses.
expensive.
Or you might be able to get them at outdoor stores in like bigger sheets that are made to like wrap things up and cut them yourself.
Yeah, I've also ordered from shops who have done like gemstone jewelry, and they'll just include like a little polished stone, which is cool. I've got a whole shelf in my bathroom of all the little polished stones and things that people have sent me. Just, whatever, make sure that it's on brand.
Doesn't even have to, as long as it matches your brand. It doesn't have to be something like extravagant or crazy. Try to think outside the box. If it's weird, that's cool. The worst case scenario, they'll throw it away.
One of my favorite things that I've received as a freebie is from Lori's Laboratory. She was HAA Student of the Year 2020? Yeah. And she sends those fortune-telling fish, which are little paper fish, little plastic fish. and you lay it in your hand, and depending on how it curls, you can read, and it'll tell you like what that curl means, and it's supposed to be like your fortune. And I'm like, that is the coolest thing, because she does like pagan and witchy jewelry. I'm like, that is so interesting.
Several good testimonies. Jen said that she can't finish HAA because her shop's so busy.
Aww.
Anna said that she made $50K this year, and she definitely wouldn't have made that without the course. I doubt that. I'm sure that you could. I'm sure that you could have done it on your own. But we're very happy that you got some good information out of the course.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Yeah, all that.
We love that stuff. We're getting a lot of love.
All right. Let's keep moving. So throw in an extra, whatever that may be, even if it's just a handwritten note, something to make them feel good and to stand out, because when they're ordering from a bunch of companies for the holidays and they get all of these very impersonal, like Amazon packages and Target packages and Walmart packages, and then they open your package and it's like custom just for them. Love. It's full of love. It's going to be it's different, right? It's different than what they would receive from a big box store, and it sets you apart, makes you feel a little bit warmer. Big tip. This is one that Mark recommends every year.
Ooh, cold.
I'm cold.
Cold. She got cold hands.
You want to feel? Shop tech for yourself on Black Friday.
Yes.
Where are your favorite places to shop tech for office upgrades and things like that?
This year, that's a hard question to answer because there is a shortage on everything right now. But if you're not looking to buy something that's being scalped by a 14-year-old in his grandma's basement, Newegg's still a good place to do it. B&H Photo Hut, believe it or not, is a pretty decent place. I don't know about their shipping and return policies. Amazon's always a great place. I think they always do the tech or Cyber Monday sales. I think they do a pre-Cyber Monday sale too. So check out like the Sunday before Black Friday into Monday, and they'll probably have some sales. Walmart's dipping their hand into the tech world. Target. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I buy almost everything that I can from Newegg. And if you need custom parts, Performance PCs is an okay place, but their shipping can take a little while.
Yeah. And
lots of tech places.
Things that you might not consider getting. Oh,
Best Buy.
Oh, Best Buy, yeah.
Best Buy. I know that's weird, but if you have a Best Buy near you, they price match. They price match websites. I can't promise that they all do that, but mine up the street will price match Amazon, and I don't even think they're supposed to do that. So if you can get in, you can find yourself a good deal. You can price match.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Renus Leatherworks.
Yeah, I truly believe that thanks to HAA, Warner Brothers used our costumes for Lucifer. Yes.
Their armor, like they're like what is it specifically? It's got like the shoulder pauldrons and what do you specifically call it? Because I don't want to miscategorize it. But we have the actual screenshots from the episode of Lucifer on the Handmade Alpha Academy enrollment page because that's so cool. We also had Kate McMullen. She did a onesie that said The Crawling Dead for The Walking Dead that got put into AMC's actual Walking Dead web store. Mm-hmm. And we had another alpha whose pendant was recently put in a Netflix Christmas movie. I can't remember the specifics of that, and I don't know if it's aired yet, so I don't want to say anything else, but we have had so many alphas get their stuff on TV. It's crazy. It's really cool.
Lindsay said, can we write HAA off on our taxes? Ask your accountant that. It depends. We are not an accredited organization. You do not receive college credits or anything like that we are a business course. But similar to like any other course website that you take.
We've heard it both ways. We've heard some accountants say yes. Our accountant says no, that we can't write off courses. I don't see why. Talk to your accountant.
Talk to your accountant and see what they recommend best for you. And if they have an insurance option that allows you to have them pay for any mistakes that they make, I would take that just in case they're wrong.
Yeah, I think most people do, and they are fine, but your accountant will tell you. And then we had one person ask, what is HAA? It's Handmade Alpha Academy, my Etsy course that will be opening on December 1st. There's a waiting list link down below.
Check out the well, that's enough HAA stuff for now, but we have a waiting list link down below. Make sure you check that out. Get on it and you'll get any emails when it comes.
We're bad marketers.
We're
most course creators are like, here's my course. Here's all the cool things.
Like, we don't want to talk about it. It rocks. Here they're talking about it. Just listen to what they say.
Yeah.
It's good. We've got like over 600 alphas now, and that's great success for tons of
We
people.
don't have to talk about it. We know it works.
We know it works.
You guys can just talk to everybody else. But we'll if you have questions about it, we can answer those at the end.
Yes, yeah, we can do it.
Next thing, stay positive. If on Black Friday you do not make the sales that you want, it never fails. We always have alphas jump in the Handmade Alpha Facebook community just to whine. I know that it's hard, and I know sometimes you just need to vent. I get that. But this is a learning experience. And if you don't make sales this year, you can always sit down with a notebook, write down what did you learn, what worked, what didn't work, what can you do better next year. And not to mention, if you don't make the sales that you want on Black Friday, extend. Let everybody know I am extending through to Small Business Saturday. And then, you could extend through Sunday and say, oh, this is my pre-Cyber Monday day. And then you could extend through Cyber Monday. So you could potentially go from Thanksgiving all the way to Cyber Monday. So that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And you could box off a whole window if you really wanted to. If you didn't make the sales that you want, extend and keep marketing. The more you market, the more traffic you're going to see. Like I said, reels, I think, are the best way to do it.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to post multiple reels a day. What I would do is, you've got like 2 weeks, make a ton of reels. Just sit and make tons of them, get them ready, and then post them all week of Black Friday. Just post them nonstop.
You could even work on a few extra on Thanksgiving Day while your drunk uncle's ranting about his NFL team.
Yeah, have some fun. Canva's pretty easy to use on your phone. Not my favorite, but it's possible. I do it all the time. And then the last little bit that we have for just this little rundown is, if you made money, if you made, a decent amount, don't forget to invest a little bit back into your business. If you are still taping all of your labels to your packages, invest in your label printer. If you need a new camera, invest in a new camera. If you need to buy some books, books are my favorite resource for growing your business. Psychology books are my favorite. I avoid business books because business books are almost always written by rich guys who want to get richer selling their books.
Yeah. Learn how I made $1 million selling a book.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of business books.
Around Black Friday and Cyber Monday are the best times of the year to upgrade your business.
Yes.
You're going to get the best deals. I would also look out for immediately post Christmas.
Boxing Day sales.
Boxing Day sales, Christmas you have until the 31st of December to place orders for tax deductible purchases.
Yes.
So look immediately on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. The week of Black Friday for companies like Best Buy and Newegg are going to be the best for tech stuff. Walmart starts their stuff at the beginning of November. Their deals don't really get much better for Black Friday, at least online. Most of the in-person shops are going to be better in person on Black Friday. But I mean, I don't blame you if you don't want to go and do that stuff. And then immediately following Christmas, that's when you'll get stuff. Most stuff will be sold out, but if you need small things like camera accessories, SD cards, little things like that, most of that stuff will be on sale. So to keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Packing material too. A lot of packing material if you want to stock up for next year's holiday season. Anything that's holiday themed will be on huge sale after Christmas.
Yeah, and Crystal had said, what label printer do you recommend? I like the Rollo printer.
We got a Rollo printer a couple years ago.
Love it.
Inkless. It's an actual just heat
thermal printer,
so you don't have to have ink or anything like that. It's wonderful if you can use that. If you're the kind of person that has most of your orders have to have secondary labels for shipping international, it's kind of a pain. But
we had 2 people here. One person asked how much Handmade Alpha Academy costs. If you're on my waiting list, as long as you don't Google Handmade Alpha Academy and find us just out in the blue, you get $1,000 discount. Enrollment is $997 if you're getting your $1,000 discount. Normally it's $1,997, but you can pay one time for $997, and you have course access for life. You never get locked out. You get anything that we add for free for life, and you get direct contact with us. So if you ever need help, you can message us, and you get the student campus, which is where all these 600 successful alphas hang out. Or we have a 6-month payment plan for $199 a month if you are signed up for the waiting list or you're buying via the community.
$199 a month for 6 months.
Yeah, and still, it doesn't matter if you're on the payment plan or the the one-time payment. You get all the same thing. It's literally just how you pay. We
Yeah,
don't.
and it's lifetime.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
lifetime access. Any updates that like we're updating everything to 4K and better audio next year, like everything will be there for you.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay anything ever again. And we also provide you with 12 months of V-Rank Pro, which is
Yes.
normally $120 a year.
Which we do not get for free.
No,
I just wrote a hefty check to E-Rank like a month ago.
yeah, we provide that for you though. And then we had somebody said, someone who experimented with Reels stated, it helped me get 2,500 followers in 5 days by posting other people's Reels. So
Yep.
that's cool.
Reels are no joke. They're the way to. It won't stay like that. Like they will realize how quick and easy it will get saturated, and then they'll move on to the next thing. So I would take advantage of Reels while you've got them now, because if you're the kind of person that's like, oh, I don't want to be on camera, I'm nervous, like you're gonna miss your window. That algorithm isn't gonna stay like that.
Yeah.
It never does. YouTube did the same thing with their Reels thing. It was like the minute-long Reels thing, and now it's the same.
Shorts.
Now it's about the same as uploading a normal video. So.
Let's see. Charlie said, hey, Starla, you once said you hit loads of followers with your podcast account Reels. Can you tell us the name? I'd like to check out some super successful Reels. Yeah, it's for a book series that Amber and I are reading. It's a super cringy vampire romance, so it has nothing to do with business. But if you just want to check out the Reels, you totally can. We do Reels per episode, and we also do Reels like point of view, you're best friends with this character, or point of view, you're on a date with this character, and then we pick like the love interest of the book. The Instagram account for that is Crave Series Aesthetic on Instagram, and then you can just go to our Reels page and look for it. But if anybody's read the Crave series, the podcast is Crave the Book, and it's on all podcast platforms and YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Very cringy though. If you love that vampire romance cringe, you will love it.
Yeah, and I edit all the audio for the podcast, so if you want to hear some good sounding Starla voice.
Seductive. And Amber.
I make her voice sound very good, and Amber's voice sounds pretty good too.
She's got that BBC like smooth. All right. Did we have any more questions before we move on?
Yeah, a couple small ones.
Yeah. If you guys
Tina had said, do you give the 1 year of your rank? Yeah, we do the 1 year of your rank.
Yep.
Is Canva the best thing for Reels?
I love doing.
Like it?
You can record a reel like from your phone. You can just record one. I like doing pretty reels through Canva because you can make it like a fun little video that you can customize, put text on. I mean, you can totally record them just from your cell phone if you want to.
Amber said, no, I sound like chopped liver. You sound fine. I'm going to teach you guys more about like recording when you come over, and then I'll turn Scott into a crazy person about audio by the time he leaves. How does one repost another person's reel? Do you post it as a story?
You can post them as stories, but they cut off if they're longer than 15 seconds because obviously stories are only 15 seconds. I don't know how to repost someone's reel because I don't think you can download someone's reel.
Yeah, she didn't catch that, Scott. You said that BBC smooth.
Shh. BB like but
she didn't catch it.
I know. Y'all are perverts. What else did we get?
Ginger had said the Rollo can also be used for printing brand stickers and other labels / stickers for shipping and packaging. Look at Amazon's direct thermal labels. Yeah, no, they're dope.
Awesome.
Yeah, Rollo's a good company. They make a lot of good stuff. There are a lot of issues with them. I'm assuming it's probably a QC thing. I like ordering stuff through Amazon just as a pro tip because Amazon is usually pretty good at return stuff. I've had stuff just straight out shipped to me without having to return the original product. So Amazon's the way to go.
Like Craving Cookies Crave? Yes.
Crave. CRAVE.
Crave the book, because the book is called Crave. I hate the first book of the series. It's not my favorite. But the second one, Crush and Covet, are very good, and Court comes out in February.
Lucy said, I expect tips when you return. If you want tips, just hit me up. You have a way to contact me. Just contact me. I'll help you. All right, you're good to continue.
Someone asked me who does your brows. I do.
No, I do them.
You do. Yeah.
I do them.
I do them every day. Not every day. Some days I don't have eyebrows. All right. So let's go ahead and make a move over to Canva, and I'll do a quick little preview of how to make some cool marketing photos if you guys want to see that. You guys want to see that? How do you schedule posts?
Right screen.
That is the wrong screen. That's the chat screen. Oh no, you showed them the machine.
Showed them too much. All right,
now
I'm just gonna move this stuff over here and move this over here. It's because I started our program before I turned on my second monitor.
That's fine. I can see better over here. My
My
wee
I usually didn't because of the camera.
my wee old peepers.
Wee old peepers.
Now we're up on this big screen over here. Now we're not here at all.
Can you guys see that okay? The issue is I can't really zoom in on Canva. Oh, there we go. Yes, I can.
That's fine.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. I took our faces off of it. So.
All right, guys. So as I mentioned previously, there is a Black Friday toolkit down below that includes a bunch of free graphics. It also has checklists. It has some marketing calendars. It has video tutorials. It has my double dip strategy video, which helped me to make between $6,000 to $10,000 on Black Friday on Etsy. There's a lot of useful stuff in there and it's all free. And I only offer it around this time of year. So make sure that you get that because it is my most valuable freebie that I offer. Now, assuming that you already have it, within that, there is a graphics pack that has all of these graphics and more. Actually, this is only some of them. But I went ahead and just downloaded a few and tossed them into my Canva account so you could see them. So I'm going to make a reel real quick, and we're just going to do it really, really fast. We're going to pretend that I'm selling, I don't know. What can I pretend that I'm selling? Let me go down. You guys will see all the different marketing from my book. In fact, you know what?
You got nothing inappropriate in there, do you?
No.
Send me funny stuff every once in a while.
I'm going to do this picture of my mug for my book because I don't feel like scrolling down until I find a product. I've got a book coming out in January, guys. It's called The Channel. You can sign up for the waiting list at explorethechannel.com. But
anytime she's not doing alpha stuff, she's doing book stuff. So keep an eye out for her marketing on that too.
Yes, it is a science fiction book. Okay, so I'll pretend that I'm selling this mug, right? So this is the start of my reel, and I'm going to add, let's see, the theme of my book is like neon noir, kind of black light, you know, here's like one of the characters. You can kind of get the vibe from the background. So I want to do my reel in that branding. You can do things holiday related, but you should also try to add elements of your branding colors in there as well. So if I'm selling this mug, I want it to stay on brand with my business, which, you know, obviously my business is my book and book merch. I want to keep everything themed around these colors. So I'm going to go into their photos. I have Canva Pro, which means that I get to use even their premium images. But see, these are all free. So there should be a good variety in here that you can use. I'm going to turn, let's see, let's do Neon City. I don't know. That works. And I'm going to pick a random picture here. I don't know. This one. There we go. That looks good. And then I'm going to edit it. And to make my thing stand out a little bit more, I'm going to, I wanted to edit. I want to adjust. How do I adjust? See all. Okay. I'm going to blur it a little bit. Yeah, that looks nice. And then maybe I want my mug to fade in, so I will animate it. Ooh. Woo. Okay. I like this one. Make it get bigger. And then I'll go in and let me go back into uploads. Actually, I will go into, you know, I'll grab, if you've got a business name, you could throw your business name on here. Obviously, I'm just improvising, guys. Please put a little bit more time into your own designs than.
Oh God, that being off center in the top is driving me nuts.
This is.
No, it wasn't. You had it. There you go.
I'm trying to center the, like, how do you center a mug? Because this feels weird because the handle is.
I was about to say, make that like a perfect 1x1 square and then center it.
Still looks off.
Oh no, do a 3x4. Yeah, there you
go. Oh no. All right.
How do you center a mug? No, probably not with a handle.
And then I'm going to go in here and just search glitch. And then I'm going to go into their sorting. I'm going to do animated. And I don't know.
Oh God, I love that glitchy stuff.
I'll throw some of these in here. Let's fade it out a little bit. You guys see how easy this is though? Like it doesn't take a whole lot. I'll put it behind. And then maybe I will duplicate that layer and put one down here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, and then I can play it. Oh no, hold on a minute. I want to animate more of it. Let's do that.
Said I taught them about Morris dancers today. I don't believe you. That can't be real. It's too goofy.
Check that out. And then maybe I'll add another one. I'll get rid of this. And I will put, I don't know. Is there...
What you looking for?
Shop now neon. See if there's like a yeah, that's what I want. Ooh, looky there. Check that out. Shop now, and then I will add text. Can you give me explorethechannel.com so I don't have to lean to... Thank you. And then I will use my branding font, which is, can you type in 6 caps? And then I will change my color. And that's my web store. And I will throw in my logo. Can you type in DAX, D-A-X-X? Yeah. I'll throw in my logo. It's my logo and also my favorite character.
One of my favorite things to do too, if you duplicate this text layer, if you can find the button, and then
I can align that myself if you needed it.
Put it right on top of itself, and then like 2 over, and then change that to a different color and stick it underneath.
Oh, yeah. I will do it in blue and then stick it.
And then stick it underneath, backward 1 layer. There you go. Now you've got 3, and then just kind of continue to offset it until it's, there you go. 3-dimensional. 3-dimensional without having to figure out an effect.
And then
look at that. You can also move it down and to the right a little bit if you want to, and just be creative.
All right. And this was a super duper quick. Check that out. Look how fast that was. Now, let's say you want to take this and you want to make it for your normal Instagram feed, you know, like
This is Canva Pro, all of us.
So you can totally remake one into a square format. Canva has all kinds of really great templates that you can use as well. For example, I could just grab, I don't know, this one. And
you're true blue.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm gonna pretend that I sell I'm trying to find with a product. I sell this bowl. And I'll just increase the saturation. I sell this bowl, and then I can just type in, I don't know, like I could just do this and that be good enough. If you don't feel like you're super artistic and you can't think of anything, just go through their templates. They have a ton.
That 3-dimensional text, I mean, honestly, if you were to do that, literally anything, to duplicate that friggin' layer and put a white one underneath it. Like
you can, that's already an option.
But that's different though. That's not a natural effect. That takes this text and duplicates it, and then throw that layer underneath, move it back one.
Well, actually, that's not 2 layers. That was just an effect.
Oh, okay.
So we need to
just duplicate that layer.
Duplicate.
And then line it up and change the color on it so I can actually see what I'm doing. Should just change it to white. Oh, and then send it back. It's still in the forefront somehow. There we go.
Give it a second.
Okay. Did we freeze it? There we go. Like literally just adding that little effect. It's different than adding the shadow effect, but like just add some depth to your text. It's super, you don't have to be super good at doing stuff.
Let me go in.
That takes something from just drab plain text to being unique. And you can do it in any direction. If you do it like this, you have the 3-dimensional. If you move the text down and to the right, you get that, and like add a neon to it. You get that kind of like cyberpunk neon kind of thing going on. Like, it's super easy.
Like this, I'm just pretending that I sell this bowl. I don't even sell this bowl, but I'm just pretending that I do. And now if I hit play,
I mean, I would spin the berries and stuff around. I don't like, if you're going to do stuff that like flies onto the screen, I don't typically. I don't like ones that have more than one. It's probably usually better to have it layered, but it's not bad.
Look at that. Look how, oh, look at that.
Oh, and then you got the text going crazy. That's
so
dope.
But
you should do blackberries. Blackberries are gross.
All right, so
I'm
that's
just kidding. I love blackberries.
Guys, that was so quick. That was just a quick example. But I did want to show you, if you make one for a reel and then you want to post it as a normal like square photo, you don't have to recreate it. All you have to do is go in, click resize. Can you type in Instagram post? It's already up here.
Instagram post. Look at that 1080, which I don't think that's correct.
Copy and resize.
I don't think Instagrams are 1080 by 1080.
They are. And then you can just grab your whole thing.
That won't always work. Depending on what size you're coming from, that won't always work. But a lot of the times it will.
You can also group them together if you want them to stay as one unit. And then now I have just a normal Instagram post.
Yeah.
So
see how easy that is? Take this. I mean, if you're not experienced with stuff like this and your creativity, you feel like you're lacking with your product specifically, do something outside of your, like, don't do something for your product. Just sit for an hour and just make stupid stuff. Find stuff that's already created here so you don't have to be creative about what you're doing, and then just try to spruce it up. Get used to the tool and have fun with it. This tool is super fun.
Look at that. Look how branded that is. We got like the deer. You can do, like, these aren't even my products, and it's so easy. There's so many things that you can do. All right, guys. So like I said, this was just a super quick example. All of these little graphics that I have shown, as well as a bunch more, I think there's 73 of them, are included down below in the Black Friday toolbox. You can get all of these. There's, ooh, no. There's these cool like wreaths that look really nice in the like corner of your images. And look how crispy those images are. I used my my super crispy camera to get these shots. So lots of good stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and bounce back and answer questions.
All right.
Also, guys, if
Let's go back over here.
If you have questions about Handmade Alpha Academy, you are fine to ask those now too as well. Because
Tina said I gotta do that. Dude, I'm telling you, when it comes to any sort of like tech program, that's how I learned how to do my music stuff. That's how I've learned how to do stuff in video editing in Premiere Pro, how I did Photoshop as a teenager. Don't make your first time using these tools as something that like has a deadline. Do something fun.
Yeah.
Spruce up a boudoir shoot for your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever. Like, just have fun with it. Do something that doesn't matter first and get used to doing, because that'll get the creativity going. Like what she did with the bowl. Find a picture that's already in there, just throw a search, or just go to Google Images and do random image, pull something off of there and try to do something fun with it, because that'll force you to find things that you didn't think that you might be able to use for your tool before. It's super cool.
Do a virtual Christmas card for your family.
There you go. Do a Christmas card.
Yeah, virtual Christmas card that you send to everybody. Just to, you know, get used to it. It's really fun though. And the thing about reels is you can even post your crappy ones. Like, just post them all. Make a bunch of them. You really can't fail, because, you know, even if one doesn't do well, you can just do another one. All right, what do we got, guys? Feel free to ask us some questions. Feel free to ask questions about Black Friday if you need any extra help. If you have any questions about the Black Friday toolbox. We also want to make sure at the end of every Q&A that we have over the next few weeks, you guys have the opportunity to ask questions about Handmade Alpha Academy, because we know it's a big investment, but we want to make sure that you guys are making an educated decision. A lot of coaches try to push you with those last minute, like, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy.
We don't want to do that.
Because they don't want you to think.
We don't want you to spend your money if it's like not something you want to do, or if it's not a healthy thing for you to do.
Yeah, we've had people who have tried to sell their cars and we told them like, please don't. If you have to like finance your HAA, if you have to like
We
take
don't
out a
want you.
loan,
It's your choice if that's what you want to do. PayPal credit's obviously an option. We have PayPal.
we don't
We don't
like
want you to do that.
yeah, save up. It's HAA is gonna open again in 6 months. So this is just a really great time if you want to do like that New Year's resolution. And not to mention, you don't have to start right when you enroll. Most people wait. If they enroll in December, they wait till January 1st to start because
Yep.
New Year's shop cleanup. Plus, we all want to enjoy the holidays.
Charlie said he had asked a question earlier.
Charlie.
Let me see if I can get to it. How do you schedule posts on Instagram?
You can you still do it with Facebook? I believe that the Facebook Business Suite allows you to schedule your Instagram posts as well, as long as you have your Instagram and Facebook page connected. You can also use Later, LATERR, I think, and Hootsuite are some other scheduling options for Instagram.
Tips for vintage shops. What specifically?
Yeah, you got to give us,
Gotta have at least a mildly specific question.
yeah, everything that we've covered today could be applied to vintage. So if you have a specific need, feel free to let us know.
As I said, we have vegan beer, but it's because we make it automatically with animal products. I heard you guys, beer is naturally vegan because isn't all beer naturally vegan? I mean, I've made mead and stuff before, and I mean, obviously that's got honey in it, but unless you're using like honey or something as a sweetener, isn't most beer at least vegetarian? I think it has to be at least vegetarian, not vegan, but
Yeah, because honey is the only non-vegan item that I could even think to put in beer.
yeah, I mean, unless you're like doing some like beef broth or that sounds gross.
Ew.
Anyway. Regarding emails, I thought it was against Etsy's rules to email customers. It is.
We never said to email customers. We said that you're using your swipe files, which are all the details on how to use them is in the swipe files. You don't send them via email. You only send your swipe files through Etsy combos. If you're talking about email list, you can't just pick a customer and email them out of the blue. You have to create an email list using an email list platform like MailChimp, and then that individual needs to opt in to your email list. It's not where you don't just randomly message them. But that's a whole big other discussion.
There we go. Yeah.
So basic rule of thumb is they have to opt in for an email list. Otherwise, you're violating both GDPR, the Can-Spam Act, and they just tend to not like it very much. By law, they must opt into your email list. But if you create an email list, you can put the link to join within your listings, and you can offer an automatic discount code, which is ultimately what we teach in Handmade Alpha Academy how to do.
Let's see. Canva has a free webinar tutorial event coming up in a few days for free. Got an email about it. We'll have to check that out.
Cool.
There we go. Sandra said, Alpha Academy is my first time hearing about it. How do I find $1,000 to sign up? It opens on December 1st. There's a waiting list down below. You'll get an email when it opens.
Yeah, it's lifetime membership, and the waiting list isn't like there. It's not. We don't have like a limited number of slots.
No, it's not like that. It's the waiting list, as in like you'll get the email when it opens if you're on that. That's it.
Yeah.
And they said it's $199. It's $199, not $1.99. It's $199 a month for 6 months, or $1,000 upfront.
$997.
Yes, $997.
Yeah.
Besides above the fold, where would you strongly suggest where to put a link to sign up for your email list? Good question.
Listing descriptions for sure. One of your listing photos. Make sure that your link is nice and short. Your EEP URL should be a relatively short link, but you can also use bit.ly, bit.ly. Yeah, that's a link. It doesn't sound like one, but it is. If you type it up into your thing, in your search browser, it should pop up. bit.ly. You can shorten your link, and then you have to tell them to type it into their browser if you're putting it on a listing photo. That's why you want it to be nice and short. Or you can also, if you're putting it in your shop announcement and your FAQs and things like that, you can say copy and paste this link into your browser, because you can't put a live link, an active clickable link, into your Etsy description or your Etsy your Etsy shop announcement. So you have to tell them copy and paste it. You can also obviously do it for your advertising. For my week, like leading up to Black Friday for Art by Starla Moore, I always told people, like, make sure you're on my email list. Make sure you're on my email list. You won't get this super awesome Black Friday sale I'm hosting unless you're on my email list. You must sign up. Here's the link. And I posted about it every day. And then you are building your email list.
Sarah said schedule social media apps with the preview, or schedule social media with the preview app.
Okay, that's a new one.
Said later's not that good, actually lowers your image quality, I think.
I'm not a fan of later. It's not my favorite. I like the big, like, broad calendar view, but it's definitely not my favorite. I believe Canva Pro allows you to schedule to social media. I've just never experimented with it before, but they're supposed to allow you to.
Charlie said our beer normally has 4 ingredients. Somebody said that it's often fined with gelatin. That's weird. Gelatin. I don't feel like that's necessary. Just season your beer to make it thick. But good, there's lots of stuff you can put in it that's natural.
Okay, so Elizabeth, this was about the vintage shop. I'm having trouble with Etsy search. So what you're going to want to look for is SEO, your search engine optimization. I recommend using eRank.com, which Mark and I are actually, I'm on the management team there, but I don't get paid to recommend it. What eRank is going to do is tell you what search terms to use in your tags and titles that are actually searched for by Etsy shoppers. This is one of those discussions that I could speak on for hours. So instead of me trying to cram way too much information into your brain in like 1 minute's time, go to my channel. And there's a tiny search bar on my actual channel under my main banner. Just type in SEO. And look at some of the videos that I've posted in the last 2 years. Those will be the most recent videos. And there's tons of SEO videos. And erank.com, there you can get a free membership and start poking around with it. There's also a basic membership for $5.99, which will allow you to do a little bit more research. You get a little bit of additional data. And then there's also a $9.99 per month plan that gives you a butt ton of data if you want to go all out. But start with the free one. You don't need to pay right away if you're just learning. I wouldn't recommend it.
I got an invite for the new social media app on Etsy. I think it's called Explore. Will you do a video about this? I think it launches December 8th. I mean, if they're launching a social media platform, we'll definitely be checking it out.
Yeah.
At the very least, do a push through. If you only have time to start / have one social media platform, which one would you choose?
Instagram.
Yeah. Right now, Instagram is the hot one, especially with Reels. I don't think there's a better one to go with.
You can't find new people on most platforms, but TikTok and Instagram with Reels and with TikToks, those are being shown to people who don't follow you, and it encourages them to follow you. If you post on your Facebook page, nobody's gonna see it other than people who have followed you.
And before I would have said Facebook because people need to be able to get a hold of you, but Facebook and Instagram are kind of merged now, so I mean, it doesn't really matter.
You should definitely have a Facebook page for your business because if someone Googles your brand, your Facebook page is one of the first things that will pop up.
Facebook is just where everyone is. There is no reason to not, like, I don't care about whatever your political opinions. It doesn't matter. You're a business owner. Facebook is the place to be. More than 1 billion people have a Facebook page. You should be on Facebook.
Not to mention you don't want someone to take your business name.
Exactly. That's like the number one way that you can say, like, if you go to claim a copyright, like if you've been running your business for 4 or 5 years, 10 years down the line, somebody claims that they had their business before, you can be like, no, look, my Facebook started on this day. I had, like, it's just another layer of security. Yeah. Not to mention, like I said, everyone has Facebook, which means everyone has Messenger. It's so much easier to get a hold of you through Facebook than any other platform. Unless you're like on Twitter and you want all your conversations to be public, but whatever. You have a video on the advantage of doing Reels. Can you add links in Reels? Very similar with Canva, but don't know anything about them.
You can now, as of like 3 weeks ago, you can now add links in your Instagram stories. I don't think that you can do it in your Reels, but what you can do with your Reels is encourage people to follow you or go directly to your page. Just put it in the Reel, like link in bio. You can just put the words link in bio right on your Reel, and then they go to your actual profile, and then they find your link in your bio to your shop. Or, like I said, you can also post in your stories, and you can add a link now, which finally, oh my God, Instagram, Thank you for finally allowing us to put links in our stories without having 10,000 followers. You used to have 10,000 followers to be able to link in your stories.
And Charlie said, question to everyone, any other ideas for scheduling Instagram posts? I can't have a Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I will clarify. Obviously, there are some reasons that some of you can't have a Facebook. If you've had like a stalker or something in the past, like we get it.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not saying that it's mandatory, but like if you can have a Facebook, you should have a Facebook. And obviously, a lot of you Alphas After Dark product makers can't really post a lot of your stuff on Facebook either. So there's that too. Anyway, what do you use to process your payment plans for HAA? We use Stripe or PayPal.
Yep.
We do payment plans with both. At checkout, there's a little thing at the bottom. You can select PayPal if you want to check out with PayPal. It's a huge button. You won't miss it.
Yeah, they didn't give us the option to customize the button.
Yeah, and for some reason it doesn't work. I'm next year looking at potentially migrating our website off of WordPress.
It's
so.
like a giant button.
It's a big button.
Like, I don't know why PayPal did that. They're like, here, they won't miss it. They will know that you accept PayPal.
Yeah. Anyway,
big button.
I'm going to be selling courses totally unrelated to topic, starting in January, and having a platform that will process those payments. It will be grand. Stripe's cool, but you got to have a little bit of knowledge. PayPal is awesome. Some people don't like PayPal. So just, yeah. Honestly, if you can use a website like we used, what did you use to build yours? You used Wix, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be fine.
For Explore the Channel? That was all drag and drop through Wix, and it took me like 2 days.
That would be fine. There's a bunch of, like, if you want to use WordPress, there's a bunch of builders for WordPress, and I would recommend those over a theme, because then you have specific support, and it's not like our theme is like $600 a year, and we're migrating off of it next year because it's stupid to pay that much for something when I can get a builder that I can make 100 websites with for like $100 a year.
We just started with that because we didn't know better.
Yeah, we didn't know any better.
Hey, Elizabeth had asked, how do you get them to opt in? And I'm assuming you mean for MailChimp, you ask them. You ask them to.
Not publicly.
But go ahead and, once again, this is another one of those topics that could fit a million things. And I also have a video on it on my YouTube channel, though it be old. So if you look on
it be old,
but you can go to my channel and search MailChimp in the little search bar, and you should be able to find it, and it will give you some pointers.
Still people commenting about, y'all love beer, don't you?
I don't like beer.
I love it. I love beer. If you want a vegan beer, I checked. My favorite beer is Golden Rock, and I just checked. It is certified, well, not certified vegan, but they claim that their product is vegan friendly. It's yummy. Oh, it's such a good Christmas beer. It's so spicy. Do you have Black Friday sales ideas for shops with cheaper products? The majority of best-selling products are $10 to $15, and I'm struggling to find a sale that works. Maybe a free gift?
That's a hard one. I'm assuming you sell something kind of smaller. I can see it being harder for like sticker shops and things. You could totally promote like free gift if you think you could keep up with it. Just always think of like, what's the best case scenario? What if you make like 200 sales? What if you make like 400 sales? What do? You don't want to lose money if you're hosting some type of discount. You never want to lose money. Obviously you lose a little bit of your profit, but you never want to go in the red. If you can't afford to host a sale, then obviously you got to find another way to promote, whether that be a freebie, whether that be, I guess a freebie is really the only thing you could do if you couldn't actually offer a sale.
I mean, if you're at a point where you can't afford to offer a sale, a freebie might be the only way.
Yeah. But don't feel obligated. If you absolutely can't host a sale, there's still going to be more shoppers on the platform than any other day of the year. You could
bring back a product you weren't going to bring back specifically for Black Friday.
You could launch something new.
Yeah, there you go.
Black Friday exclusive, only available during Black Friday weekend.
If you can offer a sale, that's obviously best. Just do one that doesn't seem offensive, like 5%. People don't like 5% off.
Especially if your product is $10. How much would 5% take off?
Not enough. It's 50 cents?
Woo!
It's not worth it. If you have to do less than 10, 7's a magic number, but I wouldn't do less than 10. If you could do 15, that's like the optimal percent off. What is it? That's not it. I lost it, guys. There we go. Did Etsy change how buyers open a case against your shop?
Sure.
I don't think so. Not that I know of. Is there a specific reason?
I'm not sure. I think that they made it a little bit harder to dispute this holiday season. I can't remember the specifics though. If somebody knows the answer to that, feel free to. I know that they made it a little bit harder, and they want you to work it out with the seller rather than just running and opening a case. I just can't remember what specifically.
She said that she had heard it recently. Maybe they did.
They did something, but I can't remember specifically what it is. If somebody can remember, I hear a million pieces of Etsy news a day between 𝐅𝐫𝐞𝐞, between you guys, between all the other Etsy groups I'm a member of, and sometimes I lose the specifics, but I know they did something.
She said they have to email first, I think, which I prefer that. Having to mess the seller, they have 48 hours to report.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what they meant. What do you think about shipping international all year on Etsy and on the holidays?
Yeah, totally. Do it. That's like saying, would you rather bet on a horse with 3 legs or 4? I'm gonna bet on the horse with 4 legs. You totally do international sales as long as as long as your product is able to ship overseas. Be a little bit more careful if you sell wine flutes. Might be a little scary to ship internationally, but there are definitely companies that do it, so it's possible. You just have to make sure that you also have like good insurance and policies for your packages in place. But yeah, I am all for international sales. Don't cut a part of the world out of your shipping.
Dulcie said, apple wine. Oh yeah, that's my favorite part of the holidays. Get that hot mead, fresh mulled with spices and apples. Just did the Bitly conversion yesterday. Thank you.
Awesome.
I
love the Bitly.
Is there a way to put a countdown timer on an Etsy banner?
You can change your Etsy banner every day. And
that's the way to do it.
Do it day by day. Like
a lot of people do that.
2 days left of the sale.
Just don't forget.
Yeah, but
everything looks silly.
But you can't do an active one. You have to physically go in and change your banner, which you could make your banner in Canva, and then you can just go in every day and edit the number and export it, and it would make it super duper easy. And then you just have to upload it every day.
Is there a way to put? Oh, I just read that. Many brewers use isinglass and gelatin. Well, that's gross, and you should buy things that don't have additives because that's silly. Did Etsy change how buyers open? Oh, she already asked that. We actually. I'm trying to not talk about alcohol. I only drink like twice a year.
He does. We don't drink.
I only drink on the holidays. I like really, really good beer. I like Golden Drac is my favorite ale, and I like mead. And I only drink it like twice a year.
He did just buy the new Slipknot whiskey.
I did, and it's good. And I came up with a new drink, and it was wonderful. Did Etsy change how buyers open a case and give? Stop it! Don't repeat questions, Elizabeth.
You're making him make a fool out of himself. He's over here like, did
we used to ban people for that? So you keep it up.
He's kidding.
Keep it up.
He's kidding.
You keep it up.
He's kidding.
I'm gonna tell Bezos to not send packages anymore.
Yeah, Mark and Bezos are best friends.
Couple with Bezos.
That's why we live in a house that's the size of a double wide trailer, Mr. Moore.
I call him B Diddy.
B Diddy. Hey, B Diddy.
Hey, yo, busy.
Busy.
Do you know anything about Etsy seller preview? What is it exactly?
Etsy seller preview. Never heard of that one. That sounds like another one of those new things that Etsy likes to throw at you right before the holidays. Feel free to clarify.
Question. No, we already read that. How does one link a link in a post? I still cannot do that.
You can only do it in a story.
A
story. Otherwise, if it's like an Instagram post, you have to say link in bio.
Is Etsy QuickBooks a good tool? I don't know. I haven't used it, but QuickBooks itself is great.
And it integrates with Etsy.
Yes. However, if you have, we use
Block Advisors.
Block Advisors, yeah. If you use Block Advisors and you have QuickBooks, most of the time you can just give them your like bank account information and your QuickBooks, and they'll do it all for you at tax time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a lot of people who are like, ew, you do H&R Block.
No, we do Block Advisors. It's the same company, totally different thing.
Block Advisors is for small businesses.
I personally recommend this. I don't do a lot of tax advice. I personally recommend Block Advisors and paying for the insurance because stuff with business is super complicated. That's why people were asking us about our course. And if your advisor is wrong and you get audited and say like our course, because we don't know if our course is deductible. If you get audited and for some reason the IRS says that it's not, it won't be up to you to pay it. It'll be on H&R Block's part to pay it if they're wrong about it. That any mistake that they make, they have to pay for. So, yeah.
And if they make a mistake and you're actually owed more money than you receive, they will pay it with interest.
Yes.
More money.
More money.
More money. Everybody loves more money.
Is HAA Academy for very Etsy beginners, or will it be good for me having a working Etsy shop and looking to grow?
Both.
Both.
Both of them. Both of them. We do, if basically HAA starts in a way that if you already have an Etsy shop, it will help you to brush up on either the things you didn't know, that you didn't know to do, or the things that you didn't have time to do, or, you know, maybe things that you just need to improve on. If you're starting from scratch, then you're just starting from scratch. So, yeah, we've had both. We've had, Paula Haas was almost, she just wanted to reach 6 figures. Yeah, she wanted to reach 6 figures. That's why she joined HAA, because she was already making a ton of money, and the $1,000 wasn't a big investment to her because she already was doing really well. And HAA helped her to reach her goal of 6 figures. So it just depends on your goal. Obviously we never do like the guarantee. We promise that our course will do this, because if you join and you don't do anything, then no, our course ain't going to work for you, because you got to put in the effort. It's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy. No program is easy, but it is step by step. There isn't guesswork there. I tell you exactly what to do. So.
And we do 30 days money back.
Yeah. No questions asked.
Care. And if it's past 30 days and you're on the payment plan or something and you hate it and you just like don't want to use it anymore, I'll kick you out and stop making you pay it. That's fine.
Yeah. You don't like we're not gonna.
That's fine. I'm not gonna hold you hostage. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And if you want to buy it now and not do it for like 3 years, we got people do that too. I don't care.
Yeah, we have people who wait. Michelle just finished HAA and she was in our first class, 2019.
If you hate money and just want to send it to me, I'll send you a link. You can just give me all your money. I don't care. It's your life. It's your investments. We know HAA works. I know that sounds super cocky, but we know it works. We've had people start from nothing, go to 6 figures. We've had people go from 6 figures to more than 6 figures. So we know it works. We love you guys, and we want you guys to get the best.
We also don't want you to put yourself in a financial position that's going to be painful for you and your family, though. So please, if you don't have the money for it, please wait.
And I also like to state, because I know a lot of you hate my voice, it's all her. You don't have to listen to me be a jerk, because it's all her.
Be a jerk. Everyone hates Mark.
Everyone hates Mark.
I always believe.
We should make a merch for that.
Everybody.
Screw Mark.
Yeah. I hate Mark, and it's just Mark's face. Like, would you guys buy a I hate Mark shirt with just his?
I bet they would.
They probably would. Do Markla.
I hate Mark, and then we'll put an ooh woo on there for it.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo. I get emails saying that if I don't respond, they may open a case. Got you.
Okay.
It took 4 weeks for Etsy to respond to a case opened on me. I stood strong and won in the end. Stick to your guns, dude.
Yes.
Fight.
Amber said sellers now have 2 hours to reply to a customer request, and then and only then can a customer raise a case. 48 hours. That's perfect.
48. I was about to say 2 hours. Good God. Keep your phone with you. All right. Having trouble with Australia shipping at the moment. Why? Never had a case against my shop. Then I had 3 that were unfair, and I think they hurt my place in search.
That's okay. Just build back up. A great thing to do would be to do some social media marketing. That way you don't have to just rely on Etsy search. I would say that, maybe get yourself a good Instagram account, follow some good brands to model. My favorite brands to study and how they do their social media are ℂ𝐤𝐚, ℂ𝐿𝐍𝐾ERN, ℂ𝐤𝐚. They do wooden watches and jewelry, but their social media is beautiful. Their Instagram is beautiful. I love them.
USA has stopped shipping to Australia. Why?
Have they?
Have they? Why?
I didn't hear that.
Why?
Oh.
Are we going to war with them?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
They've stopped importing Fosters and we're mad. I know that's hugely stereotyping. I'm just joking.
Anthony Wolf thinks it's hilarious.
He thinks he loves it. Sadly, shipping to the US is like 60 euros at the moment. I think I'm missing out on quite the market. Why?
What are you shipping?
What are you shipping that costs so much? I mean, unless it's like a weird oblong shape and a normal package won't ship. I get that.
Oh, Tina, can I open my package? I wasn't sure if I should open it. I needed to ask. Am I allowed to open it? It did come. You know what? I felt bad because one package came that's supposed to go in Amber's luggage to bring back to the UK, but then a different package came and I thought you meant the first package. And then last week I'm like, yeah, I got it, but I just completely dismissed you and I didn't realize that you had sent me a present. So I'm sorry. I thought that it was something else. I feel like a stupid, but let me know if I can open it.
Elizabeth said this is my first time. It's okay.
That's okay.
That's fine. Pumpkin, sweet potato, or apple pie?
Pumpkin.
Man, that's a hard one.
Dutch apple's good too.
If it's like a good made pumpkin pie, not like a store-bought. I don't like the store-bought frozen ones.
I can't tell the difference between pumpkin and sweet potato
pies.
pies.
I can. I love sweet potato. Sweet potato, if I can also put some toasted nuts on top. That's probably where that I go. Apple pie isn't a holiday pie. That's an all-year pie. This is America. Even though apple pie is not an American food. Let's see. Thank you so much. My product has become very popular internationally. I just scared that I've been shipping with insurance. I sell paper-made products. Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, that should be fine then. I answered that already.
Did you get my gift I sent you guys? Not talking about the plates.
Answered that already. Ooh.
Speaking of ordering plates on Etsy, I think I'm going to do that. I really wish we would have done that for the holidays. There are some people that make some beautiful plates on Etsy.
Beautiful plate.
Like beautiful handmade, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. What kind of camera is good for a beginner?
Nikon Coolpix L820 is my favorite camera, and I've been using it for 7 years now. 7 years? Oh my god, and it's still such a great camera, especially for up-close photos, and it's very point-and-click, easy to use. You can use rechargeable batteries in it. It doesn't have a battery pack that you have to charge. You can use AA's in it. It just needs an SD card. So Nikon Coolpix L820 is my all-time favorite, but we also have...
Our high-def one is a Nikon D5600 with a... Is it 100 millimeter aperture? I can't... Or not aperture, 100 millimeter lens. I can't remember the specific on it.
I can't remember.
No zoom though. We don't need it. Turn shipping to the EU back on this week. Hope I don't regret it. Me too. I don't like doing things that I regret. It's their new app and it has a social media feature on it like Reels and TikTok.
Cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Keep a peek on
Maybe
it.
they'll do that for reviews. Video reviews would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Little 10-second. You can post links on stories, ? I had no idea. They're clickable links?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, let me, in fact, I'll pull it up real quick so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Hopefully it'll actually show.
Charlie said, please say that beer name again. Golden Drock. I'm not going to try to pronounce the company name. I pulled it up over here. I'm not going to because there's no friggin' way that I can pronounce it. The regular one in the white bottle is good all year round. The Golden Drock 9000 is their triple ale. And that one is so full of spices and flavor that there's a sediment in the bottom of the bottle. It's bomb, but it is a dessert beer for sure.
All right. So here I've got a story up, right? And what you do is you go into the sticker, the little smiley face up here. And then you have all these options for mentions and stuff like that. There's a new one for a link. So I could just put handmadealphaacademy.com. I don't know. There we go. And then you click done, and then you've got a link. And it's clickable. So if they're going through your stories, they can click on the link. So you can now link to products in your stories. It was a brand new feature, like just rolled out a couple weeks ago.
It's called Block Advisors. Yes. I can vouch for ℕ𝐫𝐤𝐝 growing your Etsy shop. Thank you.
We love you.
I just started using Printify for some new products. Can you recommend any other sites other than Placeit for additional mock-ups, preferably a free site? I don't want to pay for another service.
I don't like Printify's mockups. They're really bad. Printful has way better mockups. I use Printify for my merch store for the channel. We use Printful for 𝐷𝐷𝐴𝐷. Printful's mockups are so much better. Placeit is the only additional mockup site that I use though. You could technically use a couple listings from Printful and then maybe use some of their mockups. You can have more than one Etsy integration. We also use Printed Mint in 𝐷𝐷𝐴𝐷 as well.
I got a lot of love when I said people hate me. It's fine.
Aww.
I can be a little bit abrasive. I have a military background, and I'm very no BS, and that's some people don't like that.
Yeah, someone a couple weeks ago said that you being in the military was no excuse for you being a potty mouth. You can tell that they've never experienced anybody who's been in the military before.
Yeah.
All you military potty mouths. Potty mouth. You've been such a potty mouth.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they stopped shipping to Australia. Somebody said that's because Australia isn't accepting packages.
Oh.
Is it a COVID thing?
That's interesting. I haven't heard that. Why did Anthony
COVID doesn't survive on surfaces for more than like a few seconds, so it's pretty silly, but whatever.
I'll talk to Anthony. I'll see what he says.
Yeah, see what he says, because, he's Australian. He must know all things Australian.
We have other Australian employees at 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐵 that we can talk to, like Mark.
The Great Emu War.
Talk to the other Mark.
He's a veteran from the Great Emu War.
He thinks that it's hilarious when we make jokes like that, just so everyone knows that we're not being mean. We love Anthony.
I'm not sure if it's COVID. I don't know why it would be. I mean, it could be a ton of different things. It could be a natural. I mean, they're surrounded by ocean. It could be. It could be an actual ocean deliver.
Tina didn't know that Anthony's Australian. He's starting to lose his accent after living. He lives in Ohio now. He doesn't live that far from us. We got to meet him a couple years ago. But
no people available to deliver.
Oh, are they sick?
Yeah, what's wrong? Somebody tell us exactly.
Tell
us the root issue.
Are they on strike? Did they all quit? Why?
Yeah, well, we've gone down this path. People are like, I can't ship to Australia because the U.S. isn't shipping to Australia because Australia isn't accepting packages because there's no one to drive. What's the root problem of why?
We want to know.
We want to know. I have products I've added for Christmas, but I believe will work well on Mother's Day too. Yeah. Wonder if would be better to duplicate them with the different keywords now or change keywords after Christmas.
If they sell well during Christmas, I wouldn't change the keywords. I would just duplicate them if you're able to and split stock, or if they're perpetually available, then you can just duplicate the listing and maybe use a different thumbnail so that it just doesn't look like a duplicate product in your shop. And then if after the holidays, the one with the Christmas keywords stops selling for any reason, then you could always deactivate that listing till next year and then reactivate it. So it's totally up to you. You can have duplicate listings in your shop. Just don't do too many of them. Etsy's fine with you doing a couple if you're, comparing things or testing things. But you don't want to have a whole shop that's just duplicate listings because then shoppers get confused. I would say change your thumbnail a little bit. That way it doesn't just look like the exact same listing. Because then people will be clicking back and forth trying to figure out what the difference is.
Mm-hmm. Vintage shops can pay a lot more in shipping if you offer free shipping like I do. Mm-hmm. I get you. Joking about kangaroos instead of horses. Look up the Emu War. That's a real thing. From the Netherlands, shipping a keychain to the US, the tracking is $40. Good God. Why? That's probably just because of the season, I'm sure. 2-kilogram chunky blanket is $70 from the UK to the US. That's so crazy. And prices here have gone up. I won't say that we don't have issues here too, because we totally do.
I mean, if you're selling a larger product, I would say to just go for it. Either people will buy or they won't. If you sell something like stickers or a keychain and it's going to be way too much, then I can give that a pass. But if you're selling like a big chunky knit blanket, charge the shipping if people either will buy or they won't buy. But either way, it's not going to negatively affect your shop. If they really want it, then they'll pay for it. All right.
I'm in Hawaii, so even small jewelry shipping internationally seems to cost a fortune, but I usually include shipping costs, but maybe sell international, but charge actual shipping for international.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
It got to a point where international products, we were actually losing money making sales because somebody would place like a $9 order and then the shipping would be $15. It would be out like $6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sometimes you just got to do that sometimes.
Do I look like I don't have hair? I feel I just got real self-conscious because it looks like I don't have
No, you
hair.
don't.
I don't.
Australia shut down their international mail because of the virus that must not be named. At least don't be afraid to say his name. It's COVID. No, I'm not cultural appropriating by using my crappy. I gotta stop using. I gotta use crap.
No, that was Harry Potter. That was Harry Potter voice. You're allowed to use Harry Potter voice. It's the Brits don't get offended. They're unoffendable.
I don't really care.
They're unoffendable. Isn't that right?
F-bombs, a normal 1 kilogram rectangle package. I think the U.S. still has import restrictions because of COVID. How y'all doing anyway? We're on our 4th wave. We're doing all right. I mean, we're like almost 800K dead, but we're all right.
Like, we personally are all right.
Yeah, we are okay.
We are vaccinated. And
we had it twice, and then we got the vaccine because after having it twice, we realized that it is a problem.
We had it twice, and we completely isolated. Our family members who we couldn't stay away from gave it to us because they couldn't stay contained. So,
yep. We don't care about your political opinions. Keep them to yourself.
Yeah.
COVID sucks. We've had it twice.
It's awful.
Okay, then cherry or apple pie? Apple.
Cherry.
For sure. It's got to be like a fresh, delicious apple pie with like vanilla bean ice cream on top. That's where it's at. Also, apple pie is not an American pie. This saying, as American as apple pie, is not true. Watch Tasting History with, I don't remember what his name is.
Tasting History.
Tasting History. He's got one on apple pie, and he goes over the history of apple pie. Question. Should WooCommerce listing descriptions be different than ones on Etsy for SEO and whatnot?
Etsy, don't worry about SEO optimizing your descriptions on Etsy.
Descriptions.
Yeah. Etsy doesn't read them. Google does, but Google isn't going to rank a singular listing in search. You're not going to outdo people who are actually optimizing for Google. Website, though, yes, you should SEO optimize your descriptions for your WooCommerce. So I would try to be more keyword conscious with your descriptions on your own website. Etsy, it doesn't matter as much. Cater towards the person who's actually reading the listing more. And I mean, do that on both your website and Etsy, but you don't have to worry about keyword optimizing your descriptions as much on Etsy. Etsy don't read descriptions. They read tags and titles.
Wow. Got way down there. There we go. I heard about a recent Etsy survey.
You're way down here.
Yeah. We're gonna fight. I heard something about tricking your Etsy with Etsy ads by turning them on for a day for X amount of money and then turning it off, and it causes more sales. Is that a thing? Almost anything that sounds too good to be true usually is. And trying to do things that trick an algorithm is a surefire way to get banned from a platform. So I would be careful with that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's one of those things where even if it is like an exploit,
exploitation of a system is for sure against terms of service on literally any website. So I wouldn't do it, even if it does work.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Even if it works, Etsy will find out that it's working, and then you could get penalized later for it by
they might just knock you off the platform.
Yay! You want to stay in the white hat tactics. You don't want to go into the black hat tactics. Those are the ones that are sketchy. We good?
One dislike.
Oh no.
No, somebody's a baby.
What we got?
Choose the social media platform that your ideal customers are on. If you could only choose one.
Yes. Target.
Market. What should I do when a listing that was a bestseller and then all of a sudden no sales at all? Did you change it?
Sometimes it is based on seasonality, and if it drops off to no sales at all, how long has it had no sales at all? Has it had no sales for a couple days, couple months? Were they buying it for an occasion? Is there a similar occasion coming up? You know, maybe something was selling really well for Mother's Day and then it stopped selling, but Christmas is also a gifting occasion. So it just depends on how long. If it's been like a year, I mean, you could probably afford to go in there and start tweaking things around a little bit.
Just said, golden sounds so different in Dutch. I didn't even realize you were saying that. Good try, though. Golden are old currency meaning golden, and drak meaning dragon. I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for with the name was Golden Dragon.
Golden.
It's got a picture of like a Viking ship with a golden dragon head on the front, the ram on the front. I have a potty mouth. Somebody said potty mouths. Yeah, potty mouths have higher IQs. There are actual like studies on that.
Because it's unrestriction of the mind. I watch one of my favorite like public speakers and business coaches is Kerwin Ray. And he curses nonstop at his live seminars. He is a fantastic public speaker, but once he starts cursing, people immediately stand up and start to leave. And he had somebody like call him out, like actually, what is it called when you're yelling at people from
heckler?
Heckler. He had somebody heckling him while he was on stage, and he said, "If I were to stand here and try to censor myself while trying to send this message to you, I would have to stop and think, and the message would not come across as strong because I would spend more time.
Freely.
I would spend more time trying to censor myself than I would be just speaking freely and giving the message. So if a bad word is so offensive to you that you literally can't hear the message through it, then you don't need to be here." Yes. We are trying to be conscious because we know a lot of you have children in the room.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I still don't really care. I do it because of the algorithm. It's a form of being offended by curse words is a form of societal censorship, and you shouldn't do it. Censorship is not okay in any way, shape, or form. That's my opinion on that, but continuing.
Don't get spicy now. Don't get spicy.
Don't censor me, Daddy. Ooh woo.
Don't get
spicy. You can only send Priority Mail Express to Australia right now, and that's money. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. USPS just blocked, sent no excuse, just sent our money back. My Australian customers say it's USA issue. USA says it's Australia. That typical. I think you guys are awesome, Mark. You're reminding me of son-in-law, and that's a compliment. Well, good.
Means we're young.
I have a Nikon Coolpix L330. Anyone have that camera? Question mark. Not very happy with it, but could be the user, me, not the camera. I have no idea. We use the L820. Oh my god, I just sent out 3 packages yesterday to Australia, confused with global shipping program. So confused now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I had no idea.
Hashtag don't censor Mark. Hashtag don't get spicy. I'm always spicy.
Hashtag don't censor Mark. Let's start a movement.
There are some like if some of y'all could hear the way that I talk in real life, some of you'd have a stroke. For the ones shipping to the UK, to the USA, and paying fortunes, check this company named Transglobal Express. You'll start paying half than Royal Mail.
All right. Feel free to write that down, guys.
I don't do Black Friday sales, but get lots of sales because the volume of shoppers on Etsy. Yes.
Lucy said, "What's offensive?"
From a proud military family, lost several family members during serving, never heard anything but kind words. Good. I try to be kind. Just no nonsense. So is it okay to use the same description on both?
You totally can.
Yeah.
On your website and Etsy? Yeah, you totally can.
Woo.
We're almost to the bottom.
Like, use the website description and just paste on Etsy then?
Sure.
Sure.
So you're not going to get penalized for it.
Charlie probably sent that like 10 minutes ago, but we love you anyway. Okay, gotta run. Yeah, it saved me a lot of work. Pinterest issues. Why does Pinterest post that I post on my business Pinterest page show up as sold out?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's a weird one. Does Pinterest have a support? But here's my advice for every weird thing that goes with social media platforms. Google it and then look for a Reddit thread. Reddit is the best place to find answers because people will always have like solutions listed if there are one. So I would say Pinterest business page shows sold out, and try Googling that and see if you can find someone with a similar issue.
Also, tricking the algorithm thing. I heard it from another Etsy coach, and I have a hard time believing anyone else but you guys. Yeah.
Don't follow coaches who talk about trying to trick algorithms.
Don't. I'm not going to say not to follow them because maybe they'll have some good advice here or there, but anytime anything sounds too good to be true, it usually is. I workhorse creators. Like we don't, that's why we say that it's up to you.
I've had people tell me that I am an Etsy bootlicker, that I believe everything that Etsy says, but
Etsy does dumb crap all the time.
But I've also had people say, oh, you can't trust Etsy because Etsy lies. They can't lie. It's illegal.
Yeah, it's literally illegal. That used to be the big thing, like, oh, Etsy's just picking on me. Etsy makes money off of you. They want you to sell stuff.
They're trying to put new systems in place, and the systems are going awry. Amber Marie accidentally got her shop shut down a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. She didn't do anything wrong. But she got her shop back up and running. It's just you have to get to Etsy support when things go wrong.
You have to be persistent.
Yeah, they're trying to test out new things. They're trying to make their platform better. Things go wrong as you improve, and then you have to fix the things that go wrong. That's how website updating works. Have you ever, if you guys who have websites, have you ever fixed one little piece of code and then it messed up everything and then you had to go fix it? It's the similar thing. So I believe that Etsy is working towards a better platform. It's just we're having to deal with a lot of crap until we actually get there. I'm not happy with all the choices that Etsy makes, but we also have to use our heads a little bit and not do things that you can tell Etsy isn't wanting us to do.
Yeah.
Because then they have a reason to penalize us later, You don't want to give them a reason to penalize you.
Well, I see earrings and they seem to sell well in cycles, or I suppose they sell. Sometimes the triangles sell and there will be consistent triangle sales, and then another style will sell and then it will sell consistently. Did you continue that comment?
No, I think that was the gist of it.
I was just making sure there wasn't a question attached to it.
Could be a trend. Could just be.
Yeah, trends happen.
Yeah.
I got told off for swearing too much at the day job yesterday. I mean, I understand it. Some people want it to be prim and proper, but that's just remnants of a society long gone. We got to get rid of all that stuff and stop being afraid of words.
Progression.
That goes into something somebody else had said about people victimizing themselves. Victimization is the way that people get anything that they want nowadays.
Mark Jalapeno.
Mark Jalapeno. Mark Jalapeno.
Oh, I love that.
Not like Markla with a pepper, but the pepper is the thing. Like the kid that people put on the back of their trucks, and the pepper is peeing on censorship.
That sounds like a lot of work that I don't want to do.
Daddy Hulu. LMAO. Yeah, right. Also, wait, the algorithm? Marie Forleo swears a ton on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it when you swear.
Marie Forleo might not be... I don't think that swearing causes...
It depends. It depends on what you're doing. If you're swearing a lot, I think there's an amount. I want to say it's 20 words in a video or something like it. There's a specific amount. You have to mark your videos as 18 plus. You can still be sponsored, or you can still get ads on 18 plus, but it's less.
Is she monetized?
Yeah.
We're monetized.
We're monetized. We do everything that we can to not upset the Etsy algorithm. And believe it or not, as much as we don't like censorship, some people really have a stick up their butt about curse words. And we don't want to offend those people. So
yeah,
we're trying to be inclusive, even if we don't agree with the fact that we have to be. Or I don't. I heard it no longer hurts one's shop to have listings that are not popular sellers in your shop.
It's not going to hurt your shop to not have things that aren't popular sellers. What you want is to have a couple of your pack leaders. You want to have a couple listings in your shop that are best sellers that help to bring traffic to your shop as a whole, because the things that are selling well are the ones that are going to rank the highest in search because they have the highest listing quality scores. Someone finds one of those listings in search. Maybe they want to buy that, but they want to check your shop to see if there's anything that they like more or something else that they want to add to their cart. And then they see your listings that aren't performing as well in search. It's not that it hurts your shop. Mm-hmm. Most shops have listings that perform better than others, but obviously if you've got listings that aren't performing at all, you always want to work towards improving them when possible. Just Starla's big SEO tips for before the holidays. Don't go change all your listings at the same time. Don't change your SEO right now. It's a really bad time to do that because it takes 60 to 90 days for Etsy to fully catalog the changes and begin ranking you for those changes. It's a little too late to do that. Don't change any listings that are performing well. If they're already performing, don't touch your SEO at all. It only takes one keyword swap to make that whole listing collapse in search, and then it has to take its time to work back up.
Yeah.
So don't touch best-selling listings. Don't edit a bunch of listings at the same time, and maybe don't change SEO right now. Wait till after the holidays.
We got about 10 minutes, so
Okay.
pound out, and then we'll go get some lunch, and then we've got our car appointment at 3.
Uh-oh.
How would you suggest hiring or finding a production company? I need help producing all of my items.
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm not sure. I think it depends on the item. I know that my friend Ruth does toys at Mouse Loves Pig, and she hired, I guess it just depends on how you want to do it, because she hired, oh God, please someone correct me, because I feel like I'm going to be wrong and then I'm going to feel bad, but I believe that she hired women in Africa, and she works with them, and they make money helping her. And then she's also giving jobs to women. I believe it's Africa. I think that that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool way to do it. But obviously, that's probably a lot harder than just finding a production company. I'm not an expert because I've never done it. So that might be a good question for the Handmade Alpha Facebook community, because I know that there are alphas who have done it. It just depends on what you're producing.
See here, Tailwind customer support is super helpful too for Pinterest questions. Anthony Boyd Graphics is a great website for free mock-ups for posters.
Cool.
Phone hates me. What do you think of the new payment reserve system or payment reserve program they rolled out?
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Don't like that they're holding funds. Not a big fan of it. Understand why they're doing it. Doesn't mean I agree with it.
For people that are screwing up and doing stuff that they shouldn't do, I'm cool with it. It protects the customer, but to randomly, like, there's a lot of people that it's just happening to randomly, and I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, not a fan with it. It's just another one of those Etsy things that we don't like, you know.
Yep.
We are big Etsy supporters and we are Etsy educators, but we don't agree with everything that they do. We don't work for Etsy. We don't have to agree with them.
We're not sheep.
Yeah, we don't have to agree with everything that they do, and I'm not a fan of that at all.
Starla, please say Mark Lapino again.
Mark Lapino. Mark Lapino.
I think cussing taboo is very marketed here. It is. Self-victimization, being offended by things that have nothing to do with you is about as immature as it gets.
In Ohio, I think we live in Ohio, and it's one of the most like swearing states out of all of them. I think that we're the most potty mouth.
They're just weird.
You guys don't see that side of me, but I'm just as bad as he is, if not worse at times. I'm really bad.
Constantly. Anytime any small thing happens is F this. And
especially if I hurt myself, it's real bad. I yell.
I joined in a little late. Sorry if this question was asked. Are Etsy ads good to use right now? I've used in the past. I wasn't getting a good return, but maybe things have changed.
Yeah, the thing about Etsy ads is they're only as good as your listings are. You can't take something that nobody wants and put money behind it and make people want it. That's not what an ad does. As always, my recommendation, if you want to do Etsy ads this season, is advertise your best sellers. I had somebody bring this up a couple days ago where they were like, why wouldn't you advertise the items that aren't selling? Well, the things that aren't selling aren't proven to work. Therefore, putting money behind them isn't going to make them work if they don't already work. You can't take a broken toy and put batteries in it and expect it to work. It's still not going to work. If you take, a listing that you already know is performing well and you put money behind it, it's like going to the horse races and putting your money on the horse that's most likely to win races, because you're going to ensure that you're actually getting a return on that. It's already performing well. What if the traffic that it already gets were to double or triple by putting a little bit of ad revenue behind it? So promote your best sellers. They're already proven to work, and they're a safe bet.
When you say not to change keywords right now, do you also mean the keywords in the title of the product? That's kind of all we mean.
Tags and titles.
Tags and titles. Your description doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Your description doesn't affect your SEO.
Don't touch your tags and titles right now. If you've got listings that have like no visibility at all, like they're not getting any views, it's not really going to hurt anything. But honestly, I would just wait until after the holidays. If you're going to do some SEO work, you don't need to touch them right now, because it's going to take forever for them to rank back up, even if you do make those changes. It's not going to hurt anything if you're doing listings that aren't performing at all. Just don't touch anything that's getting traffic. 60 to 90 days. You don't have that much time.
Mm-hmm. Nope. And that's it. We are at the very end.
All right, guys. We've got a couple goodies down below for, I know a couple of you joined late, but there's a Black Friday toolbox down there. It's got 74 free graphics that you can use in 𝐅𝐫𝐞𝐞, Canva. I know some of you like GIMP. I've never used that one. Photoshop, wherever you edit photos, you can use the graphics pack. SSA or swipe files. There's a checklist that will tell you exactly what to do next week and Black Friday week, how to prepare for Black Friday. You want to get that as soon as possible because the checklist like dates are about to begin. So you can actually print it out and start checking things off. There are video tutorials, how to use your graphics pack, my Black Friday double dip strategy video that helped me to make between $6,000 and $10,000 on Black Friday over the last 9 years. There are so many goodies in there. So that's linked down below. It is completely free. Also, guys, if you enjoy mine, well, mainly mine, Mark's not in the videos in Handmade Alpha Academy.
I'm not.
If you enjoy my teaching style, though, Handmade Alpha Academy is a structured step-by-step course. I've had a lot of people ask me how ℕ𝐴 is different than our videos here on YouTube. This is a discussion. We're chatting. We're hanging out. We're drinking. Yes. We're drinking coffee together and having a talk across the coffee table.
Yeah.
Handmade Alpha Academy is akin to taking a college course. It is step-by-step. Click here, do this, do this. Here's an action step. Here's the psychology behind it. Here's what you need to do. It is A to Z, how to get your business rolling if you are not seeing the results that you want on Etsy. We start at the most basic foundational level of building or improving an existing target audience. Then we help you to build up your social media, build up a funnel, build up an email list. That way you don't only have to rely on your SEO to drive traffic. And then we also teach you how to SEO optimize your shop. That way you're not just having SEO traffic, you're also having traffic that you send directly to your shop. We teach you how to create a viral following. We teach you how to do your marketing, no matter what platform you're marketing on. Once you join Handmade Alpha Academy, you're in for life. There is no cap on your time. You are forever in there. You have mine and Mark's email addresses. And we're going to be making a bunch of improvements next year. We're going to be adding some things. We're going to re-record the entire thing with better audio. It sounds fine, but we've got a better mic this year, so we want to...
I know more about audio production. It's been several years.
Yeah, I was only 25 when I recorded ℕ𝐴, and I'm almost 30 now. My voice is a little different. I've got a little bit more experience talking, so we're going to re-record it. But
our video stuff's all better. You'll be able to see things a little bit easier. You'll be able to edit things a little bit better. And we're going to cut things apart a little bit more.
Yeah, but you guys can join in December and you'll get all the new stuff too. So you'll get the existing stuff, but you also get the new stuff. So you get both things. And everybody who's already in ℕ𝐴, you also get the new things and you've already experienced the old things. So, but you get it all. And yeah, you get lifetime support. There's a 30-day, no questions asked money back guarantee.
Yep. All you gotta do is shoot me an email. I'll ask you if there's anything you want to comment on. And if not, then I'll just refund you your money.
We've got a lot of...
We got PayPal, we got Stripe, whatever you're comfortable with.
ℕ𝐴 is very step-by-step. It's nice and straightforward. ℕ𝐴 goes way more in depth on things that her free videos cover. Yes. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We hope that you all have fantastic Black Friday sales. We will be here next Friday, but this is our last big Black Friday shebang video. So this gives you plenty of time to work through the toolbox, to get your checklists, to start your reels, get advertising. I've got a ton more videos on my channel if you want to watch some of the other reel video. It gives a more detailed example. Lots of fun. So guys,
if you got more.
Oh, go do it. Do your thing.
If you want more help on social media than just what we provide, you can head over, get our public Facebook group is linked down below.
Yes.
You can follow us both on Instagram. Your Instagram is
Starla K, the letter K, more. Starla, letter K, more.
Mine is big_Mark, M-A-R-C-M, big_Mark M. You can also follow me on Twitter at burnmarkmusic, BURNMARC music.
And I've got a book coming out January 14th called Explore the Channel. If you like the idea of cybernetics and a little bit of romance and some crazy neon noir inspired cyberpunky fantasy, then that will be coming out very soon. It's what I've been dedicating a lot of my time to. I would appreciate it a whole bunch if you went to explorethechannel.com, signed up for the waiting list, and pre-ordered that book when it comes out. I think pre-orders are actually going to start this month, so it'll be available hardcover.
She said more? MOO.
Yes.
Yeah.
More. Guys?
You can follow me on OnlyFans at Bezos is my daddy 45.
I don't think so. I don't think you have an OnlyFans.
No,
Though
I don't.
I would
No, I
subscribe.
totally will.
I'll subscribe. Guys, thanks for hanging out.
We love you guys. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Drink some water, call your mom. Have a happy holiday, and
La 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 la.
love you guys.